Hello, hail and well met, people of the internet. I am your friendly neighborhood campaign manager, David Armstrong, welcoming you to Bonus Action, where friends don't let friends adventure alone. Joining me at the table once again, the intrepid, unnamed team of adventurers. They have stepped into the cosmic hollow, and they have run into some complications already. Some of them are in varying degrees of danger. Some of them are in varying degrees of relative safety, but a little bit complicated. But we're going to jump right back in. And we are going to meet with Barbie and Tarzwell, her father. Tarzwell having exclaimed previously as you encountered this feral minotaur and downed it very quickly, but then choosing to show mercy and heal its wounds, dress its wounds so that it can recuperate. The minotaur mentioned some sort of deal, and your father, after the minotaur departs, realizes they are now able to talk about the deal, previously unable to speak of it, only speaking around it. And very excitedly, your father says, okay, we have to at least, let's keep walking. Okay. Maybe hopefully we can run into some other of your friends on the way. Okay, I couldn't talk about it either, but the Botanica is where I met this Fey.
Okay.
Before you were born.
Okay.
The Fey spoke through that minotaur. I'd never actually met the Fey itself. They were speaking through that minotaur as a proxy, and the deal that I made, essentially, your other siblings, I wanted a daughter. And I sort of selfishly, I think this is where I overstepped my deal a little bit, but I wished that they were a little more like me instead of your mom. Not that there's anything wrong with your mom, but your siblings are all very much like her, and I love them all very much. But it just, yeah.
Why?
Your mom and the clan and the tradition of the hunt allows me to go on it every once in a while, but I've never felt as included, Yeah. I don't know, it's hard to describe.
No, I get it.
Because you're loved, right? They love me, they trust me, I love your mom to the moons and back. She loves me too. And it's never a patronizing, you could come along, she invites me and I go, but it always feels like...
Like you couldn't actually handle yourself if you did.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I wanted some connection in the family that I could relate to a little bit. It was very selfish of me.
I mean, talk about selfish. All I ever cared about was trying to join the hunt, so I'm sorry. I didn't really...
No, wait, hang on. You stop walking. He grabs your shoulders. He goes, kiddo, you have nothing to apologize for. You've become the person that I always hoped you would be.
Really?
Yes. And There's nothing to apologize for. There's nothing that you should feel. There's nothing that you should feel like you did something wrong. You didn't do anything wrong.
Dad, I gotta tell you something.
Okay?
You remember when Jordy was lost?
Yeah.
I didn't just lose him in the forest, Dad.
What do you mean?
He was taken, and it was my fault. I wasn't fast enough. We were doing the naming ceremony, and suddenly he was gone, and the fox creature, the Fey that was helping, was dead, and I...
He wanted a new name.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I should have realized it.
But I never told you. I'm sorry. And it's all. But there's more, Dad, because Lily Bill. I made a deal too.
With Lily Bill. Well, that part makes sense now. I wasn't allowed as part of my deal. So, part of my deal, I had to stay by the ghost lights. There wasn't much, I could come home occasionally, but for the most part, I had to stay within range of one of the festivals near the ghost lights, couldn't come home. So basically that was the monkey's paw situation, right? I got the daughter I always wanted, couldn't spend any time with her. Largely had to protect any incursions from the hollow. Also people gallivanting from this side over to the other side. Mostly springtide kids, just college break, whatever.
Bullhorn.
Yeah. Springtide 878, whatever.
Rager.
Rager, yes. Don't rage.
I won't.
But he is, and I wasn't allowed to mention Lily Bill, and I didn't understand that at the time. I have this, maybe my deal was with Lily. I don't know.
That was Lily who we just talked to through the Minotaur?
No, I don't. She spoke through the Minotaur. I've never met Lily. I never met the Fey that made that deal with me. But if me not being able to talk about her was part of it, then that points to her.
Sure.
Listen, I know that's terrible. You made a mistake. We all make mistakes. We all fuck up. It's okay. Also, you were a kid. You were a kid, Barbie. You're not. I know you're gonna protect. I know you're gonna protect those younger than you. I know you're gonna protect those smaller than you. You're gonna try and protect everybody. But it's not your fault. If an Arch Fey wanted that kid, if they wanted Jordy, there wasn't anything you were going to be able to do to stop them. That's just the way it is. We could try to get him back now.
Yeah. Well, Lily said I could get stronger. And I'm so much stronger now. I think I'm strong enough. I think we can...
You are.
I think we can do this, right?
Yeah.
And you can help me now because your deal has changed.
Yeah.
What was the
I'll help you.
other part of your deal?
What do you mean?
You said you got a daughter, but then you had to stay by the
I had to stay
lights.
out here. Yeah, I couldn't go back home.
But that was it, and you just couldn't talk about it?
And I wasn't allowed to talk to anybody about what the terms of the deal were. The thing that would break the not talking about it, that part, involved you. It involved you being strong enough to take on this Fey's champion, which I think was that Minotaur. Oh. And you handled it really well. But the interesting thing the thing about the Fey is that they don't... Mercy really confuses them.
How so?
The laws of the Fey, the those deals, they have to be struck by the letter. My deal, my pact is fulfilled when you take down the champion. And you took him down. But in literal terms, that would mean you kill him. Which you almost did. And you could have. It looked like you can handle yourself, kiddo. But you chose instead to show him mercy.
Well, that's only because you said it. I was just defending you. I was blinded by my anger and...
Kiddo, you still had to make the choice. That was the best I could do, was to talk around it. If you have something to help, you can. And you did.
Well, yeah, that's all I ever wanted to do was help.
Barbie, that's the whole point. That's the whole point. You're not where you're from. You're not me or your mom. You're not anything but your choices. All you are is what you choose to do and to be. You changed the deal. I didn't do anything.
Okay. So now what? We find Lily Bill and show mercy? Just confuse him and get Jordan back?
I don't know. I don't know, Barbie. I have a feeling you're going to make the right choice when we get there, though.
Okay.
She's a powerful, ancient Arch Fey. Who knows how different the rules are for her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Dad.
Yes.
I'm glad I'm like you.
I'm glad you're like me, too. But I'm also glad you became something better.
Barbie gives him a hug.
He stands up on his tiptoes, gives you a hug. Kiddo. Okay.
Okay.
I think
Here we go.
I think the easiest thing is we keep heading towards the...
Yeah, I don't know where I'm going. I'm just following you. This way?
I know, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. There's some ruins in the heart of this botanica. And hopefully on the way we find your friends, or maybe they're already there or something. But I think that's the easiest. Fanning out and trying to find them here in the forest it's only gonna screw us over.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
To the ruins.
Got your back. You head off. Brick and Victor.
Brichter.
That's your ship name.
Brichter. Unbrichter
Andy
set.
Brichter.
Yours was better. Edit mine out and make sure you boost Josh's mic on that one. You are being led by LPB towards the center of the forest. He's quietly, he's got like this like honey jar, like Winnie the Pooh style, and there's just like slop overflowing out of it, and he's just like, are you still behind me? Yes?
Yes, we're here. And I lean, I'm like, remember, don't eat that slop. He's gonna ask you if you want to eat the slop. Don't eat the slop.
He doesn't turn for this part, but he's just like, it's very good.
No problem, bro.
It looks really good, doesn't it, though?
I just pull out a protein bar.
Is that a protein bar? Is that one of those 5 ingredient protein bars?
So what are your plans for the rest of the day? What's your deal?
Oh, just hang out.
So these ruins, what are they exactly?
Oh, the ancient ruins. They say they are where the mistresses landed.
The mistresses?
The mistresses, yes. Do you know the Arch Fey?
No, I do not.
Ancient beings, powerful beings, yes.
Yes.
Bringers of chaos. Yes. Intimidating. One looks like a skull of a moose, but the moose is like really messed up.
Okay.
And she wears a veil over her face, and she talks very mysteriously. She will whisper in your ear, and then you do things that you normally wouldn't do.
That's good to know.
And then there is another, her sister with many heads.
Like
She
a
does-
hydra?
What?
Like a hydra?
Hi. Hydra? What is that?
It's like a thing with a lot of heads.
Then yes, it is like that thing you said.
Okay.
Can my name be Hydra?
No, your name is LPB. No.
Loquacious?
Loqua-
Philip?
LPB.
LPB. Loquacious Philip Brian. No.
No.
What was B?
It was
Barnaby.
Barnaby? Did I say Barnaby?
Yeah.
Or Barnabas or
No, Barnaby. Check the tape.
See, this is what happens. We don't split the party because then the note taker's not here.
Loquacious. More people should be taking notes. Loquacious. You hear snapping in the woods. Loquacious.
Yeah,
Philip.
apparently being a warlock means that your pact is attitude. Apparently.
Loquacious Philip Barnaby Hydra.
LPBH.
Yes.
Anyway, so there's a lot. So the one Arch Fey's with the moose.
She has many heads. She doesn't say much.
That's interesting. A lot of mouths, but not a lot of words.
Lot of mouths, and they're all different. It is like she wears many masks.
Okay. Are there any more?
Oh yes.
Can you tell me about it?
No, the third sister. She's the one we don't talk about.
Okay.
They aren't allowed to say it here in the hollow. They only refer to her as the third sister.
Oh, that's very scary.
So spooky. All right, so go ahead and describe this third sister.
He just said they don't really talk about her.
No, the name, bro.
Hard to describe.
I'm sure you could do it.
Hard to, yes. Very difficult. She,
Maybe if you give him a protein bar, he'd tell you.
yes, I have been lacking in protein lately.
That's what happens when you eat just slop. But
Slop is mostly fiber. But it does keep me very regular.
It's good for cholesterol and blood pressure.
You guys are walking behind.
I'll break off a little a bite of the protein bar for LPBH.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Put some slop on it. Protein. The third sister, she looks like she can float, like she floats. And she always, it's hard to see her face, but she has this ball of string. And they call her the mother of strings. There she is. Her in her dumpster.
Of course, it's your mother of dumpster. She just cleans up.
She's just a housekeeper.
Don't call her that.
Don't fuck you. Yes, but they do not reference her. They say she is. They say she is dead.
say her sisters killed her.
Oh, the drama.
Thank you very much for that information, LPBH.
You're welcome.
Give him another protein bar.
Tips, tips.
Another little bite.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hit my daily dose of protein.
Better than that, than whatever he's eating for protein around here. It's probably bugs. Are we getting close to the ruins?
Oops. We have taken a wrong turn.
All right, we should lose this dude.
Oh no.
Is Brick back? I'm sorry. Is Torch back?
Do you?
Torch would be back by now.
yeah,
I think.
it's been about an hour. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Put him up.
Hey, Torchy baby.
Oh, yes. Huh?
If we could just get, we're looking for ruins. There's birds. If you could just perhaps.
Ruins coming right up.
Can you? I can actually hold my. I like put my arm on your shoulder, and my eyes go like flame red, and I'm looking through Torch, at that point.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that part of the spell.
Yeah, I'm like functionally blind,
Yeah.
but I'm looking through his.
That makes that earlier thing very funny. Like when you were sitting at the edge of the forest.
Oh yes, yeah. That's what I was saying. I'm having the picnic, and I'm like, everything's fine. Everything's fine. And just, I can't see nothing.
Yeah, yeah. You can't see or hear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just screaming like, yum yum yum, picnic time, everything's normal. Oh, I was wondering. I was like, I feel like that should have gotten a laugh, but all right, here we go.
I should have explained that then. Totally forgot about that part of the spell. Yes, so you have to grab onto Victor as you're sort of lightly narrating to Victor what you perceive through Torch's eyes as he heads up. It looks like this part of the forest now has cut off, and you are heading onto the grounds of some sort of building. You're like right at the like iron wrought gates in front of some sort of factory. It looks like you could see like the Torch describes like these smokestack, or like he's like holding this GoPro, like, he's got a selfie stick, and he's showing you like there's like these smokestacks. You could see like very similar to what you've seen with Barbie's like rage, like the Fey magic that happened. Like the smoke is like this incandescent like green and blue and pink. It looks like it's like adding this aurora into the sky. The factory seems to be like operational. You don't see any figures inside, but it looks like. But Torch shows you like there is not a way around this factory anymore.
Okay.
There is only through it.
Do I see any of the other party members?
You do not.
Crap.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Are these the ruins we were talking about, LPBB?
Oh, yeah, so ruined. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The devastation. They will never raise the money to restore it. It was not put on historic record. Oh no. He's wiping slop on his Oh no.
I feel like we're just sitting there just like, well, shit.
he's now gone down rolling around. Oh no.
I mean, we got some good intel, but I owe you a couple of power bars. Sorry about that.
I'm so sorry.
Looks like we're gonna have to fight our way through this factory, I guess.
I guess. Quick chat here, Brick.
Yeah.
This thing mentioned that one of these sisters can mess with people's heads.
Sure.
So can you.
So, yeah.
Do you have anything that can prevent that?
Nope.
Nothing?
I mean, I could magically suggest that you don't get your head messed with. I actually, honestly,
Would that
the
work?
rules as written, I think that could probably, maybe we could sneak that by. You know? No DM. We could probably sneak that.
No, that's not your call.
No, I said no DM. I said DM shield. George, get
DM
him.
shield? Get the DM! A mutiny on the bounty!
No, I have to be honest with you. I don't totally understand how I do that. I just kind of do it.
Yeah, no, I noticed. It really helped us last year.
Yeah, and I can still help you now, but I just can't. I can't stop someone else from doing that. Can you?
No.
Then why are you mad at me?
I am mad that we don't have the ability to stop someone from doing that. That's all. It's not a you thing. It's just a little.
I mean, I can teleport. I mean, I can make little meteors. I can make a hand out of earth. You know. But I can't. No, I can't do that.
Just as you're mulling this over, I did a cursory reading of suggestion. I guess you could do it, but I don't exactly know the parameters of what that would, how that would work.
I have also.
But it's interesting.
I have also thought about using it. I don't know why I'm still talking to this bird. I've
Hard to believe it.
Yeah, no. I've thought about using it as a spare the dying, as just like I suggest you don't die right now.
Incredible. I think that one wouldn't work because I think the target needs to be able to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's fair.
It seems to me like it's basically like the placebo effect, which makes me think it's like a bardic inspiration.
Well, that would be interesting. Yeah, I would give it some like advantage for like if you suggest like I suggest you don't get fooled by something. You would have like some sort of advantage or inspiration or something like that. Possibly, yeah. I'd consider that.
Why are you so worried about getting mind controlled? I mean, it's obviously scary, but you kind of got weird there for a minute.
I'm not worried about myself, Brick.
What are you worried about?
Worry about the others.
About me?
Yeah, everybody. I don't want to be put in a position where I have to kill a friend.
Okay. I don't think you'll have to. But I understand. We'll make sure that you don't have to.
Can you two make perception checks for me, please?
I thought that was going to be a saving throw.
I don't want to have to kill a friend. Wisdom save.
Perception. That's perception.
Perception.
That is.
It's a 6 from old Jaybird.
Now comes the saving throw.
Yeah.
6.
At the
Wisdom.
performance.
It's under wisdom.
Oh, under
got a
wisdom.
flat
Oh, straight
zero.
rolled then 19.
Wow.
Brick, for the purposes of this, I'm going to allow you to do it at advantage. You'll have to keep the 6 roll, but you can roll
okay.
again.
10.
10? Okay. Enough. That's enough. Enough now.
I'm sorry.
Cut it out.
I know I'm a lot.
Okay. That was one statement too far.
Fey Wild really does.
Yeah, it's messing with everybody. With a 10, you barely catch this. It really catches your eye. But you see a figure in one of the factory windows move across the window. It's like it is its own light source. So it like spotlights itself as it moves through the window. And then when it crosses it, it is gone. Now, Brick sees it, and Brick, with a 10, I think it's messing with your imagination a little bit. But, Victor, you definitely see a little girl, yellow eyes, long black hair, not looking at you. You can kind of tell. Even though you're a little far away, the perception check is good enough that you can see, looking at Brick, and as they walk by the window, just disappears.
Brick, Brick, do you know who that
I
is?
barely caught it. Let me guess. Little girl, black hair, yellow eyes. Like weirdly confident, like she has like a little bit of an attitude,
Yeah.
like a Bratz doll or something.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of like a spooky Bratz doll.
Right. Okay, cool. But do you know who that is? Do you know?
Bratz dolls? Yeah, they were like.
No, Brick. Nice try. Stop avoiding me. That person waved to you like they knew you.
I saw her when I was the gift giver, and we fought the consumer
Oh, right.
at the
Ho-
mall.
holiday.
We
Yeah.
told you about that.
You didn't tell me. Some
Yeah.
creepy girl.
I didn't really tell anyone. Hey Victor, don't be mad. Well, this girl, she kind of appeared to me when everything kind of went to hell there, and I don't know. She said a lot of things. She may have also said that I was the one that brought the dragons back. You know,
Right.
when I hit the. Remember when?
Oh, I remember
Yeah.
when you sent Torch inside the arc fire.
Yeah, and then she was just like kind of just like generally pretty spooky, and I tried to chase her and it didn't work out, and yeah, she's kind of like obsessed with me or something.
The Arch Fire? The ghost light of the ancients?
That was one of the names. Yeah.
Yes, that is the goblin name for it.
That's right. I remember typing that in.
Yeah. Fun.
Yeah.
Do you know who that is?
Who?
The little girl.
What is the girl? There was a little girl? In the factory?
Is there anyone else besides the three sisters that you are aware of, or at least the two sisters that you can talk about that are around these ruins, factory, whatever? Do you know if anyone else is in there?
No.
A creepy little girl with yellow eyes and long black hair has never
No.
crossed your path out there?
He sort of like points to the factory and just goes, nobody ever goes in. And nobody ever comes out.
Well, up the Weary Mountain, down the Rushing Glen.
Oh, you know the song. Very good.
Vic, we should probably go see what she has to say.
The ghost light had dragons inside.
Apparently.
Apparently, yeah. Did you guys not hear about that here? No. Oh, yeah. The dragons are back. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And
That's not good.
you're actually standing in the presence of the father of dragons.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we don't know. She says I don't know if she's telling the truth or not. But if
Hey, Burke.
you're not mad, are you? You wouldn't be mad if that was my fault.
Brick,
Just checking. Just checking. I'm cool with it. If it was, that's pretty cool that I can do that, and I'm good about it.
I pull Burke away from LBPH.
Oh, sure.
Hey, but can you just give us a moment here real
Yes,
quick?
of course. You have 30 seconds.
Is he eating while inside the jar?
Yeah.
He's got like a real prehensile tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like licking around.
Worse.
Echoey noises.
I cracked it.
Oh my goodness.
Brick, listen. We were all there. It was crazy. That was the first time that we were all really tested, and to be honest, the only one who really seemed to pass that situation was Rory. We all made some mistakes, but you did the best you could.
I understand that. I made the decision that I made, but the decision that I made is now hurting a lot of people that I've never even met.
So
That's true.
that is
I'm not sure I would forgive me.
well. We don't know what the overall ramifications of dragons being back. Now, you are right. People are being hurt. They have caused an upheaval of societal norms, and governments are scrambling, and a lot of people aren't happy about it. But seemingly, that thing was going to hatch at some point, and who knows? Like, maybe it was fated. Who knows? Maybe you're supposed to mess up in the moment.
Maybe you're right, but it doesn't bring a lot of those people back.
It does not.
I'm just saying, Victor, I have spent the past, I've spent the past 6 months ever since that happened trying to prepare myself and be as prepped as possible. I mean, Torch's got armor now. That's pretty cool. Like, I have been getting it together. I have been working very, very difficult. But I'm not 100% sure that I'm ever really going to come back from that. I'm not sure there's enough prep. I'm not sure there's enough good I can do to really ever make up for it. I can do my damnedest and I can try, but
I mean, Brick, if there's one thing I've learned in the past 11 years, you may never make up for some of the bad you do. But that doesn't negate all the good you have, are, and will do in the future.
you promise?
Brick, you quite possibly saved the world. You quite possibly saved me. Because I haven't told Brick about the... Brick, Kasha was trying to do something with that arc fire that I still haven't figured out exactly what it was yet, but it was apocalyptic. I'm tied to something. I haven't told you, I've only told Rory. There's something about me that was somehow tied to the arc fire, tied to something beyond the realm. We don't know yet. But Kasha had designs for the arc fire, and those designs were probably not good for Wild Country. You taking a shot at the arc fire led to a series of events that caused her not to get it. And as crazy and terrible as dragons may be, we kind of know about dragons. We kind of don't know anything about what the heck she was trying to do.
You're right. I just wanted to make sure you weren't mad at me.
Rick, the only person I'm ever really truly mad at is myself.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, dude. Sorry, I was trying to... we should probably go talk to her, and she's probably going to say a lot of wild shit, so...
But did she attack you, or did she just talk to you?
It wasn't, let's put it this way, she didn't like, hey, I'm going to get you, but it was like, there was menace, you know?
Okay,
You know?
sure. But let's maybe, it's a child presenting, so maybe we try to lead with kindness.
Okay, we could try. There's always, that's always a possibility. But I'm just telling you, this might go sideways pretty quick. But it's always worth a shot.
I mean, if I got a spatcher, I'll spatcher, man.
What?
I spatched him. You know what? I'll tell you as we're walking in.
Cool. Wait, so
You just hear it rolling closer. It's now, it follows. Following the rest of your life. It's that immortal snail that's following you for the rest of your life.
Stuck to the underside of the sword.
Yeah, you would think you spatched me.
we should probably head into whatever this is.
Yeah, you can. You see the iron wrought gates just swing open for you.
Oh, yeah, that's creepy.
Ah, great. Let's be friends. Right? Okay.
And the two of you walk towards the factory doors. And we'll leave you there for now as you head in towards the factory. Marlin, you are walking away from this spider's web. The thoughts of whatever was like attached and like splayed out on those webs kind of disturbing you a little bit. I think like as a monk you retain like your focus about the present moment, but there's almost something like nagging and persistent about like about it still being so unknown. You know what I mean? So that thought lingers with you, and so I feel like you are a little distracted before noticing that there is, as you're walking, a sound of another set of footprints with you, like footfalls.
Jesus.
He picks you up.
Yeah, I was on the same section.
I love it. I knew we'd get back there.
Don't worry. This isn't totally unwarranted. This is such a long walk. This is so unnecessary. But on a whole separate podcast that I'm on, we came up with Cowboy Jesus, and that's a better version of Jesus. And so he doesn't have one set of footprints. He's like, don't worry, there's 6 footprints in the sand, and then there's only 4 because I put you on my horse. I'm not going to carry you. My horse can carry you. Peace be with you. Anyway.
Santa's in this world.
Yeah.
Biologically, cowboy Jesus.
Yeah.
That sounds great, I have to be honest.
I don't mind it. You're eating my body and my blood.
Partner.
Giddy up. Now he's sounding like a wild country villain.
There we go.
Just eat it. Okay. Anyway, so sorry.
Fishes and sarsaparilla.
So sorry. What an unnecessary tangent.
Not my fault, sorry.
There is another set of footfalls with you as you're walking along, keeping pace with you.
Oh, that's it?
That's it. You can.
Can I roll a perception?
Absolutely. You can also. I will let you decide with this perception check. Very similar to Victor. If you want to just like keep like horse blinders on, keep focused. You don't ever have to engage with this. Mm-hmm. But you can decide on your if you want to do anything different with your based on your perception check. So, wisdom perception check.
I think I gotta. We'll see. Oh, nat 20.
Hey! Jeebus. Cowboy Jeebus. Nat 20. So I will let you decide what you do.
Yeah,
with
I definitely. With that, I want to engage.
Okay. I will let you know that as you're walking, and then you can decide what you want to do. Next to you, still a little. No, I think about the same height as you, a little bit shorter. You also didn't see this person. They only appeared to Brick on the night of the solstice. But this little girl, long hair, walking with you, keeping pace with you.
That's what the footsteps. That's what they.
And that's the footsteps, yeah.
Okay.
She's walking with you.
Okay. Why are you out here, little one?
Little one. That's funny coming from you.
Okay, you don't have to be such a bitch.
Roll initiative!
Roll an intimidation check.
Hell yeah!
I think you're supposed to love the hypnotize.
I get a -1 on this. So,
You got it. You got it.
an 11.
An 11. Okay. She stops walking and just. Okay. Sorry, we got off on the wrong foot. Maybe. I apologize. That's fine. You don't owe me an apology. But you're walking towards the ruins.
What's in the ruins?
My aunts.
Okay.
I think they know one of your friends.
Do you know where my friends are?
Maybe. Maybe I would have told you if you hadn't called me a bitch.
Let that be a lesson.
To be fair, she started it.
That's
She
fair.
was given sass.
That's fair. I apologize. I'm very sorry. I did not mean to. Well, I didn't mean to, but I'm sorry.
I understand.
It slipped out.
Apology accepted.
You were very mean to me as well.
That's true. I was.
Okay.
I prodded it.
Okay.
I
Now,
ship this. This is good. I like
She's a little girl.
it. You know,
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I'm sure she has she's just like a little girl. No devious strength or
She's probably
insane
thousands
powers.
of years old.
Yeah, exactly.
This
is a
So it's
Twilight
creepy in the
situation.
other way.
Marlin, you're probably you've gotten now of the people who've seen her, you've gotten the closest. You're right next to her, and she would be about if she were human or if she is human, but obviously there's some sort of like something going on. But it would be she's probably about if in terms of human, she would be probably like 13. And she is looking around and she goes, I know your friends are also walking through the woods. I at least know that. And it feels like they're all trying to help your friend. But I know my aunts really want her. She's her soul is magic. And she might be able to help us with something.
why are you telling me this?
I don't know. Just looked at all of your group and I thought, I don't know, you seem like the most likely to run away. Sorry if that's mean.
It's actually not mean. I'm going to use Step of the Wind.
Oh, go
I'm
ahead.
going to run toward the ruins.
Run towards the ruin?
Yeah.
You go ahead, you step of the wind. As you say, that's not mean. The shadows take you, and you. Do you keep running after the step of the wind?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Bitch!
Do that. You do so, and you seem to leave her behind. I think as you keep running, there are a couple moments where you sort of maybe feel like there's like a pair of yellow eyes like watching as you run by. Like there's no outrunning this, but she doesn't interact with you any further. And you find yourself eventually coming across this clearing. It feels like you run for a very long time. And I'm going to say, actually, I'm going to do it this way. If you could make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Oh, God.
So it should be right in the middle, Constitution saving throw. Roll a d20, add whatever that modifier is.
I rolled a 6.
A 6. Okay. We're going to talk about what this means probably next episode, but with a 6, you have taken a point of exhaustion. So what that means is that until you get a long rest, attack rolls and ability checks are going to be at disadvantage.
Okay.
And
We usually roll so well, so that's fine.
and
I've been rolling pretty good this
Actually,
game,
you have
except
actually.
for that one.
This season is actually, you've been nailing
until I needed it.
right. The one thing, though.
It is amazing when we get your character sheet right.
So you arrive in this clearing clearly exhausted, and in this clearing you have arrived at what look like these ancient Fey ruins. It looks like some ancient kingdom that was once here. You can see like on some of the walls that have like toppled over, it looks like these insignias of the sun and the moon, and there's a few different like bushes and like hideaways, like different levels. It looks like it's like some of the foundation has like collapsed in, so there's like a kind of a trench to like jump down into, and various buildings. It looks like the buildings, like some of the multi-levels have remained intact, so you can kind of get into the buildings and whatnot and blah blah blah. Big space, and you haven't been noticed, it seems, but there is a figure kind of walking through like sort of the middle part of the ruins, and you can see like some sort of partially like lit arcane sigil on the ground, and the figure that is walking amongst this like sigil, it looks like they're trying to like slowly complete it, and every once in a while as they walk past a part of something, you can see them like move their hand and like another arcane like line like gets added to this sigil, but it looks like it just has to be done in a specific order. And you look, and the figure looks feminine presenting, and you can see splitting off from one neck these like multiple necks stretching out, and these various faces. Some of them are masked, and some of them look like your friends. They're like shifting from like Rory's face and Barbie's face, Victor and Brick and Todd, and occasionally even your own, and occasionally Keenan Viori's, and occasionally these other monks from the temple. And without turning, none of the heads, it looks like, turn, but you feel like just on the perimeter of the forest, of this like clearing, you can feel these like yellow eyes move around and like disappear into the darkness. And the voice emanates from this figure, and you heard this figure before. When you were interrogating Keenan Viori in that weird form before they were sucked back out of existence, you heard this voice. Brick heard this voice as well. And they go, "And the prodigal son, I shall collect you as well. You shall do my bidding henceforth. Now I just have to find you." Go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Oh, well, that one's pretty good.
And you have to make the stealth check at disadvantage.
Even roll.
Oh, with the cloak, it's at advantage, so it's just a regular roll.
Okay.
Wow.
If you
Good.
wanted to
looking
augment
out.
that, you could use
Pass without a trace.
Pass that trace.
I will
If
allow,
you-
I will allow you to do that because you have to burn the key to do it. So
Cool. Yeah, I'll do that.
okay.
Yeah, I'll do.
So you're gonna roll.
Well,
Just
can I roll first and then do it, or no? You gotta.
I will allow it in this case
Okay.
because this is kind of a desperate moment.
Okay.
So you roll. So it's just a regular roll for the stealth check,
Mm-hmm.
and then you add your stealth bonus. And if it's
Okay.
not enough,
Just
you
because my
can
stealth
do
bonus
pass
is
without
pretty
trace.
high, so. All right, that is a 12. I'll do pass without a trace instead.
12 total.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do pass without a trace. So you will burn the 2 key points, but you add a 10 to that.
Okay.
So it's a 22.
Beautiful. And I am getting low.
Much better than a 12.
With a 22, describe for me, because I imagine it's a very tense, like the camera's like shaky cam close, like next to you, and it's like one of those Resident Evil like chase moments where like the Predator or like Mr. X or like whatever is like right there, like stalking around. What does Marlin do to hide himself in this moment?
I think there's wherever there's a shadow, so like a tall tree, and then he kind of I think his shadow envelops him,
Yeah,
and then he kind of just blends into the shadows with the trees.
incredible. You are obscured. It's almost like there isn't really a shadow there for that moment, but when your shadow steps in front of you, suddenly you're covered, like obscured, and you're holding against this tree. Camera here, you can see like a rack focus, like the figure moving around, and you can see the heads, the necks starting to extend out, looking through the trees. And they go, "It is only a matter of time. It is inevitable." And the thought that you have as you hold here, I imagine like for one of the first times in Marlin's life, like a little bit of like sweat, just a little bit of fear sweat as you're holding and waiting. The thought that crosses your mind, I think, is, I hope the rest of my friends get here soon. Listen, we strive here at Bonus Action to be like a home game, and sometimes a home game we have other things. Real life gets in the way all the time. Scheduling is the real BBEG. So Jaron had a gig. He had to go. So I said I would try and get him to a good moment where he could leave, and he did it. So we're going to continue here without him for the time being, but we have some other people to get to where Marlin is, hopefully. Marlin is in a very dangerous spot with a point of exhaustion, which very scary at these lower levels. But we are going to cut over to, who did I say? Rory. Rory, you wake up. You benefit from a short rest if you can benefit from it, and you feel something has changed within you. You feel magic has been added to the inherent magic that you have. And Evelia is standing there. It looks like she stood vigil the whole time. How do you feel?
I feel good.
Okay.
I feel good. I feel recovered. I feel clearer. Thank you.
The aspect of the moon will slow your need to rest. You must, at least occasionally, take some time for yourself. But you will no longer need sleep. But just remember what I said.
I will. But thank you. You've bought me a lot of time. Thank you.
Yes, there are challenges coming. Once you help your friend here, in the wild, there are challenges back home. I will help where I can, as I said. Unfortunately, there is only so much I can do. You mortals, long ago, chose to forge your own paths. And there is only so much intervention that we, as deities, as it were, can intercede. But my influence on you, our deal, as it were, helps both of us. I would also like to continue my existence.
Is that threatened
Yes.
with what's going on? And kind of looks to the here now.
Yes. As I said, perhaps my sisters and I should have dealt with this a long time ago. When the first magic called his children, it was not simply the 9 of us. There were others. But they were deemed less worthy. Some would accept their lot in life, and there are many ways to mark the passing of eternity. But these figures did not wish to do it in obscurity. They felt something had been stolen from them. And now they are attempting to claim it back. And your friend is the key. You've already experienced this. You have seen the potential of what she can do. You used magic, your magic, in a way that it is not supposed to be used. And that was bolstered by her.
Yeah. Why the first magic called them alongside you? Why were you separated? What was it about them that meant they needed to reside elsewhere?
The first magic believed, as the other exiles did, that their gifts should be freely given, without prejudice, without bias. That there would be some measure of control that they would find eventually, but in general that it was free. All for love, life, music, magic. None of them were to be contained.
And they wanted something in return?
Yes. They wanted, in some way, to control it. They thought it was owed to them as the tenders of magic. So, the first magic separated us, and we became the 9 sisters. The rest of them went away. And these 3, these weird sisters, this trio, I think they came here, into the cosmic, tried to find their way. But I fear all they did was plan for their usurpation.
And as I'm wrapping my head around this, Lily Bill, I take it she's the manipulator?
You have always been quite bright for your age, Rory.
I have a lot of questions for you, and I know you said time is short, but I need to get back to my friends.
Of course. Maybe many of those questions will have to wait for another time.
I know you can't always come when called, but can we schedule some time in the future where
She nods, and you can feel like a sympathetic, like, softening in
just
her
like
features.
a standing date, like we don't have to nail down a time, but just like a plan to plan?
She goes, I will commit to doing more than I have been. I will do my best. I'll leave you with one other piece of advice. She looks around and she says, this does seem to be about the threshold of where I will remain undetected. The manipulator. It is important to understand, why did she need to manipulate? Why does she need others to do something? Is it because she herself is incapable of doing those things? Could she be afraid of doing them herself? Why does she use that power that she has so? And to add to that, I know you're very smart, Rory. You will figure this out. You already have a feeling, don't you? Lilybell is not her original name. It is written somewhere. She leans down. She's quite tall, probably about 8 or 9 feet at full height. So she leans down to meet your eyes. If you doubt me the least, that is the best that I can hope for. But I love you, my warlock.
I like this version of you. You are also beautiful.
Thank you. I will say, as a sibling amongst 8 other beautiful siblings, one of whom is the sister of beauty, it is quite a marvelous thing to hear you say.
I pop on the goggle and say, I only have eyes for you.
And
Rory!
I ship it.
Yes, short king, bitch.
No, I love it.
And she nods, and you can feel like a smile on her face. She touches the goggles and she goes, you say I only have eyes for you, and she says, indeed, and somewhat by my own hand. As she disappears, you watch the aura of in your goggles, like the detect magic, this purple aura of truth and mystery, the sister of Velia, disappears from this realm.
Does his little guidance, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Sally forth.
As you say you can do it, you hear Victor's voice. Say it with you. You can do it. You can do it.
Message cantrip. Victor, are you nearby?
Yeah, I'm right behind you.
Rory, turn around. Wait, is it? Should I? Can I?
No.
Okay, sorry. Sorry.
Yeah.
You're okay.
Yeah. Are you? What was that?
I'm right behind you. About 60 feet back, coming up also behind you, looks like Victor.
Anything in the goggles?
Yes, the detect magic is still up. Illusion magic. You okay?
Yeah, just waiting for you.
Oh. We got a schedule to keep to.
We do. Do you know where we're going?
Straight ahead.
After you.
After you.
You're bigger. It's going to make a lot more sense for you to cut through all the undergrowth.
That's the first detail you notice, actually. As you say, you're bigger, you're going to cut through the undergrowth. He doesn't have his sword.
Where's the Buster Sword? Were you disarmed?
Oh. I forgot that.
Yeah. Details.
Shit.
Although,
Although,
no, you don't get that. That's just for me.
roll initiative. Let's do it. What's your initiative bonus, Victor?
My initiative is +1.
+1, okay. So it's a, what?
That's an initiative.
That's roll initiative, yeah. He rolled a 10.
7.
7. Oh, okay. He's going to go first. He doesn't have his sword. You see him reach up with both his hands. You could see now also, like, you've sort of punctured through this illusion. The hands are not Victor's. They are.
Don't say.
They are this like otherworldly, like crab people.
It's like a minotaur, but if it was a crab.
You just hear click, 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 click. Can you make a wisdom saving throw for me,
I
please?
sure can.
It's like if
Oh, did it with my hand. That was a mistake. 7.
A 7. You feel shit. Sorry, had the wrong.
It's like if a centaur, the bottom of it was a spider, and the top of it was a crab minotaur. So figure that out.
Crab minotaur.
Crabs got your
Figure that out.
How about the crab minotaur with some sweet and sour sauce?
Oh man,
Butter sauce. Yeah, absolutely.
crab rangoon sounds so good right now.
It does.
When does it not though?
Crab rangoon is always.
It may be the perfect food.
Always.
I forgot to verify this. Can you be charmed?
I can be charmed, yes.
You can be. Okay.
Your mom can be charmed.
You're get out of here.
You're right.
Yeah. The worst part about the Fey Wild is these heckle birds.
That's our group name.
No.
Yeah, the mind goblins out there in the Fey Wild. Mind goblin these nuts.
You can have the other. You should go by the other internal name that we had for a bit. The clericalist chuckle fucks. Anyway, so you can feel this as the wisdom save fails. Like you feel like that last conscious moment. This dominate person goes off.
Crap.
And you just hear a whisper, not Victor's voice, this like detached voice emanate from within your soul. Come to the ruins. Follow me. And the figure of Victor walks in front, and you are compelled to follow. Let's see, it's 1 minute. So, do you repeat a save? You can use an. Oh, no. Until the end of the hour. It takes only actions you choose. Doesn't do anything you want to allow it to do. During this time, cause the creature to use your action. Each time the target takes damage, if the throw succeeds, the spell ends. All right. Can they cast it at a higher level? No, they cannot. So it is only 1 minute, but we'll see if you make it to the clearing or whatever happens. We'll see.
I was going there anyway.
Well, yeah. We move.
Where else you going?
Yeah.
Home! Bye!
I don't need to sleep. I can walk for days.
I got what I needed out of this season. Bye. What am I gonna go to there and die for Barbie? No, thank you.
Todd, you are walking with Gobbleface and with Barbie, and You are heading towards something. It looks like Barbie has started leading you.
Can
And,
I do some like covert, uncovert, non-covert interrogation?
Sure.
Thing. I mean, like we don't have to do it, but we could. I mean,
Would you like to roll for it?
I mean, I'm just kind of like I'm asking her like I feel like questions like what's my favorite color? Do you know my favorite color? So what's 15.
15. Insight.
Is that? Oh, insight. Okay.
Yeah, under wisdom.
18.
18. Very nice. Let's try. Todd, I want to say this is like maybe your like 7th or 8th question now. You're like.
I'm trying to do it very like.
Yeah.
Hey, this is conversational.
Yeah.
But, like,
You're doing it conversationally. I think even if like there is no clocking. How subtle, like if she's picking up on the fact that like you're just interrogating her, you can't tell that. But at this point, what's your favorite color? You feel like this figure, it's like, I don't think we ever talked about that. I don't think we ever talked about that, Todd. And you've talked about that.
That's the first thing.
That's
the first
all
thing I
we
ask
talk about.
anybody.
And I feel like if they had said any color, Todd would have been like, yeah, well, it is my favorite under these circumstances.
Right.
But the fact
Like
that
the fact
Yeah.
that so this is based on the roll of a
Aqua
3.
blue is-
This is based on the roll of a 3. The figure does not commit to a color, and for Todd, that's the most suspicious thing they could have done.
Well, I do think he got into this line of questioning because I do think he did notice that the fact that she couldn't remember their first. Obviously, I mean,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he
I think
realizes
that's why you kept going.
He realizes like that's
Absolutely.
obviously very shady.
Yeah.
So interesting. So, Barbie, and we're just walking and stuff like
Just
that.
walking, unless you want to do something else.
Todd just stops and he says, "All right. Hey, Barbie.
Hey, Todd.
Hi, Ken.
Hi, Ken.
Barbie,
Yes.
you're not Barbie. I know that.
She stops.
I can tell that you're not Barbie. I don't need to do a little dance with you, Barbie. I can tell right away after 8 questions and a long 25-minute walk. So you better tell me what you want and what you need and where you're taking me, or we're gonna have a little brawl here."
You feel on your shoulder, Gobbleface goes, and flies away.
Friends, you never know.
And I'm going to have us roll initiative as well. So you go ahead and roll yours.
Okay. And I rage. Yeah, can I?
You're just rolling your initiative.
Oh, initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, cause right. Okay. So why don't I remember? It's right there. +2. Yeah. 13.
13. Okay. The figure is going first. And obviously you don't know this, but the audience sees this. A similar dominate person spell goes off. This one is more powerful. So I'm gonna. That's her turn first. So I'm gonna need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
So you have +3 to your wisdom.
What's
rolls?
that?
You have +3 to your wisdom.
Wisdom save.
A straight roll. Yeah. So not with the. Yeah.
Someone
It's
says he's not a
it's a
barbarian.
beautiful 2.
A
Yeah.
2.
Yep.
You feel a similar voice. Come. You will come with me. And together, we shall wait for your friends.
Gobbleface.
God damn it. You can say whatever you want. The dominate person spell already worked. Yeah, so
But
you.
I'm only a little,
Yeah. As you say Gobbleface, you feel that loopiness, but you feel compelled to follow, and you walk exactly where you are headed.
That's my favorite color too, Barbie.
But you get there. Barbie,
Yeah.
you were with your dad and you have also been walking for a bit. How's Barbie feeling now? There's been a lot that's happened all of a sudden.
Man, oh man, the character growth.
Yeah.
She's feeling a little bit wrung out.
Yes.
But she's feeling pretty unburdened and a little relieved to finally understand her place in her family, where she never did before. And she feels really scared of what's next.
Yeah. Yes.
That's where she's at.
I love that.
But she doesn't tell her dad she's scared.
Got it. Copy that. Your dad is walking along. It looks like if he's scared, he's also hiding it. But he does look like very much relieved. A burden has been removed from him as well. And he starts to look around. He starts to hesitate, and stop you. Okay, hang on. I think we're getting pretty deep in the woods. And oh,
What?
hang on. Don't take your weapon out yet.
Oh,
He looks up and you follow his eye line to the trees, and you can see something that Marlin had seen earlier. You see this huge spider's web entangling this clearing. You can see some of the webs moving back and forth, sweeping across various parts of the forest floor, some of them in midair. He goes, oh, God. This is... Okay. We can try and go around. But it's...
I could just hack through it, right?
If you hack through it, it's an extension of the spider itself. The spider will know. Oh. So, if we can... Wait, you have boots of...
Yeah, I can fly.
Okay. Also a little risky. If we head above the tree line,
Yeah.
we might, the forest is designed to disorient us. So we may lose track of where we were heading.
Oh.
But I think it's a better bet than trying to go through the spider's web. But I'm going to trust you, kiddo. What do you want to do?
Let's go up.
Okay.
And I'm gonna grab him tightly.
Okay. Yeah.
We're going together, right?
Yeah. He takes this carabiner
perfect.
part of his ranger stuff.
Good, yeah.
And he
I love it.
straps himself to your belt. He's like, okay, all right, but I'm gonna hold on to.
Yes. Okay.
He loads up one crossbow bolt just in case. But he's all right.
All right.
Let's go. You fly up. I'm gonna need. Let's do a nature or survival check
Okay.
as you clear the tree line, and also so make a nature or survival for that, and then also as you pass the spider's web, can you make a perception check for me as well?
Sure. So this is nature. Nature's a natural 20.
All right.
Get pwned.
I see you, nature.
I see you, nature.
And that is a 6 plus 4. That's a 10.
A 10.
For
With
my
a-
perception.
With a 10, as you pass the web, actually, we'll talk about that in a sec.
Okay.
You feel as you clear the canopy of these snapdragon flowers, you can feel the pollen and all the directions of the branches and everything like that. It feels like it's pulling you through the barrel of a gun to spin you in a specific way as you fly up. And it is designed to disorient you. So when you arrive up at the top, you're spun not quite 360 and not quite 180. Okay. So it's somewhere in the middle. So it's it spun you around and then it spun you in a random direction. With the nat 20 nature, you see just one last bird that Victor saw earlier. One last bird circling the ruins. You look over your shoulder and you look, and as you hear your dad just go, oh shit, oh boy, okay, oh,
Wait.
honey, What?
Bird. I
Oh.
think that's the right direction.
I trust you. I trust you, kiddo.
Wait,
Let's
one
go.
second.
Yeah.
Let me just. And I cast my magic awareness out. And I try to, and you can tell me if this is a spell or magic item. So this is a stretch. But I try to see if I can sense torch.
Ooh, that's fun.
Goal as like are my friends in this direction? Is this the right way? And so I'm thinking, I just, the first, like, a beacon torch in my
Oh
brain.
man, that's so fun, and I love that. Unfortunately, yeah, torch. What I'll say is that unfortunately, torch is not in that direction.
Okay. I mean, she wouldn't
Yeah.
know. So
No,
she's,
yeah. I fucking love that. I wish I could give that to you. But yeah,
That's okay.
Torch, it looks like they are essentially like to give you like the full thing for a moment. Torch and Victor and Brichter they're heading essentially now from the factory on the other side of this clearing. So they're like as far
Too
away
far.
from you as they could be right now.
So I'm going to say to my dad, I think we're the first ones here. Because
Great.
that's what
you would think.
understands. Yeah.
I love that. As you say that, your dad goes, "Okay, kiddo, I trust you." As you head towards that, the magic awareness is still there. This like open channel of communication. And you hear a voice say, "My child,
Dad?
why are you coming this way? What did I tell you about waiting? What did I tell you about impatient children?"
I'm not a child anymore. And then I say, "Hey, Dad, can
Yeah.
you distract me with something? Let's sing a song."
Hey, with all
I
the
just met you,
mountains,
and
this is crazy.
but
Here's my number, and
so
these are
call me
mountains.
to-
Sorry, sometimes we change the change the lyrics up. As you sing this song with your dad distracting you,
I
you
threw
can.
my hair in the well,
Yeah,
and she said,
and she said,
it's
don't
not
put your
gonna
hair
go
in
great."
wells.
I did, though.
And
I
if
did
you
do
did,
that.
don't,
it was real
you
bad.
can't take it back. You're singing with your dad. Your dad trying to keep up with the lyrics as much as he can. You feel as you say, "I'm not a child anymore," and you start to just put this out of your mind. You can hear as your father and you are starting to drown this out, but you can hear over this like on the old phone. You just hear like a very well, and you feel the channel close, and you head towards whatever is next.
Yes, we do.
And then we will.
The perception check.
And the perception check. Oh my god. Okay. With a 10,
Such a middling roll.
it's such a middling roll, but I'm gonna say you are closer to the webs than what Marlin was in proximity, and upsettingly, because you have been on the home end of the hunt, which is taking care of everything that is at the end of that, all of that messy cleanup, you know almost upsettingly immediately what is happened here. Splayed out on these spider webs, attached on the corners to the webs, like drying out like sheets in the wind, lightly moving in the breeze. Flesh. And you can tell almost immediately human flesh. And what you don't see is like the spider just like barely disappearing into the canopy as you fly
Pulling a
away.
Marlin.
Yeah. That's Homer Simpson.
Yeah, exactly.
We cut over to Victor and Brick. PBH is dead. He's suffocated in his little.
Oh no!
my God!
Oh
Sorry.
Live by the slop, die by the slop.
That's the shirt. That's the shirt now.
Oh my god.
That's your new shirt for you slop goblins.
Sitting with the honey thing on his head, dead.
Yep. He died. He's, as you guys were having a very heartfelt, beautiful conversation. You saw in the background of that. You saw him just go. Fall over.
Wow.
Wow.
We should probably have a funeral. Right?
Afterwards,
Okay.
we have things to do.
All right. I'll start working on my obituary right now. We should probably head in.
Yeah, let's head in. But eyes up, ears up, torch up. Let's keep our wits about us.
I got you, kiddos.
And I can hear Torch, right?
You can hear him now. Yeah.
Nice.
Wait, they can hear him now? Oh, that's right, because of the... Yeah. Dancing lights ahead of us. You're taking point. I'm not going first.
Sure.
You head in to the factory. It is an approximation of what would be like an industrial factory, industrial age. It's these like limestone bricks and some concrete, but all of them are made with like whatever missing materials they wouldn't have in the Cosmic Hollow. They've been replaced by like kind of whimsical, weird stuff. So it's like we didn't have concrete, so it's stardust. You know, like it's like so it's like, you know, there's like that same effect that you saw, like the crescent moon dripping with paint. You could see like the concrete is doing that as well. It's like kind of moving like this impressionist painting as you're walking through this factory. You can hear the sounds of work happening. You do not see any workers. You don't see anything else other than this empty space. You see the floor moving under these like lights, these dancing lights, and it doesn't even seem like when you're inside. It doesn't even seem like those chimneys were attached to anything. It looks like the chimneys are like the ceremonial, like they have to be there to throw smoke into the sky, but they're not actually attached to anything industrial that's like burning. What do you two do? It looks like you're like you get into this vestibule, but the vestibule is like it's like open-ended, so it just like it looks like it goes out onto the factory floor. You're like on the second floor, and then the first floor sunken down below.
We're like looking over it.
Yeah, you're like looking over it.
Okay.
It's like the vestibule like opens up onto this railing, pretty much. But it's the Fey Wild, so there's no railing. Like the OSHA violations right and left. So yeah, it's like this platform overlooking the factory floor. What do you do?
There's too many places to hide in here. We need to get through this as quickly as possible.
Are we trying to get through? Are we trying to find her? What's our goal here?
I think it's to find everybody else, but this does not seem like... I didn't see any birds above this
No, this
factory.
doesn't-
This doesn't seem like the thing. And LPBH,
God rest his soul.
yeah, he's in slop heaven now. But he seemingly, I mean, it seems like we seem to be heading in the direction that I saw from the beginning.
All right, let's get
So
through
let's
then.
get through this. But like head on a swivel. We gotta get through this quickly. There's too much in here. There's too many places for things to hide.
So I'm going to ask you the classic D&D question: are you moving quickly or are you moving stealthily?
We're not really team stealth here, bud. Marlin isn't here.
Yeah, I think we should just move quickly.
All right. I'm just gonna have you make dexterity checks for me,
Okay.
both of you.
Oh boy.
11.
Okay.
10.
Okay. It's middling going. It's like it's kind of slow going. You're trying to be quiet, but not trying to be too subtle. But you're walking.
We work here. Yeah, this is just walk like just act like just act like you're supposed to be here. Yeah. Hop.
Oh, we gotta check room 4.
Hi ho!
You
Pull two
That's
Fey into the
racist.
bathroom and like, oh.
Only he can do that.
you find some what you think are uniforms, but they're just like these like clothes on a coat rack, and you take them and put them on, and you pick up some objects to like help you move through the space.
Can I ask a really weird question?
Yes, please.
Are there any names on these uniforms at all? Are there names on, or are they just blank? I'm just curious.
No, there are not. It looks like there are name tags, but they are blank. Make perception checks for me, please.
Ooh la la.
8.
18.
Nice.
As you're walking through, you can see like some of the this factory floor. There's like a partition that is kind of see-through. It's like a screen, kind of frosted, but like you can still kind of see through into the other factory, into this other part of the factory floor. And you see, just like lightly tapping on the window, yellow eyes, looking through this long hair, just.
Hey, Victor.
Yeah?
She's here. What do you want me to do?
Well, if she can spot you, I mean, might as well just engage with her.
I don't think she's here to hurt us. I think
Yeah, you know what? Let's walk and talk.
that's like a West Wing thing. That sounds fun. Yeah, I like that.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
That. Uh-huh.
So I walk up
I
to the-
watch TV.
I walk up to the glass and I'm like, hey, do you want to do a West Wing with us?
And she stops tapping for it. She like, and then she just. Sure. And then kind of suddenly, creepily, like appears on the other side of the glass, right next to you.
Who? Hi. Hello. Hail and Wimit.
Indeed.
You're the creepy girl from the mall.
And you're the one who brought the dragons back.
I suppose I did,
Yes.
if you say so.
That's all right.
See?
If my aunts have their way, the world won't be around long enough for the dragons to do anything.
We should probably stop them, huh?
Oh, no. I don't want you to stop them. If you're planning to stop them, then I'll have to stop you.
Then, of course, we're not Brick. Why would you say such
I don't
a silly
know.
thing?
I assumed we were. I assumed we
We're
were
not
on
here
Team
to
Earth.
stop them. We're here to just see them do it.
I'm sorry. I was being terribly impolite. Of course, we're not here to stop you.
You're such a jokester, Brick.
I know. You know, I got a big mouth.
All right. Well, would you like me to take you to meet my aunts?
That would be great.
I suppose. Is that where our friends are?
I hope so.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
My name?
Yeah.
Masume.
Masabe.
Masume.
Masame? Masame.
Yeah.
That's a nice name.
Thank you. I like yours too, Victor.
Thank you.
I hope that's where your friends are, if they survived the Botanica. That's up to them, really. Although I did try and catch your friend. What's the little one's name?
Marlin.
Yeah. He didn't like me very much.
But did you get him?
I don't know. He ran away.
Well, that's a no.
Probably go with her, I guess.
Sure. Let's go.
I mean, I'm really worried I'm making the wrong decision like all the time.
Well,
She touches your hand, Victor.
Mhm.
Are you scared?
No.
Would you like to roll deception or persuasion?
Sure. both at a -1. That would be a 5.
A 5. What do you think you're trying to do in this moment as Victor?
I've already done the scariest thing that I can think of.
That's true.
So, like, end of the world. My world ended over a decade ago. So, like, okay.
Just to be clear, I'm very scared.
She, if you say that out loud, she goes, yes. That's why I didn't ask you.
Okay, I just wanted to say, you know.
I appreciate your honesty, Brick.
Yep, I appreciate. Yeah.
And I also,
I'm not sure. Your vibe is all over. I'm not sure how to read this situation.
and I also appreciate your honesty, Mr. Antilles.
Thanks. I mean, you told us your aunts wanted to destroy the world, so, I mean, that's a lot more than we knew 30 seconds ago. So, thanks for being honest with us.
All right. Follow
Alright,
me.
I guess let's go.
Follow me. Lunch break is starting. Woo! You hear like a whistle go off in the factory as she turns and she starts heading towards the opposite end of it, leading
Buckets
you
of
towards.
slop roll out.
I was imagining like Mad Max. Okay, they release the fountain of slop.
Oh shit! Yeah. As you head off towards the other end of the factory, being led by Masame, this girl that you met months ago in a harrowing situation. The camera sort of pulls up and out. Todd being led in a charmed state towards the ruins. Rory also being led in charm by the ruins, to the ruins. Barbie, you're flying with your dad towards there as well, following this like one remaining bird. And Marlin waits,
Just like,
terrified.
Like Peter.
And I imagine one last shot is the tree trunk that Marlin is hiding behind, frozen in place, the camera facing him, and you see just one hand wrap around one side of the trunk, and you see 3 heads come around the side. Hasn't spotted Marlin, looking this way at first, and then just as the camera starts to cut, you see the eyes turn towards Marlin, and a blackout. And we'll pick up here next time as we head towards the finale. The penultimate episode next time. We'll see you all next week on Bonus Action. Good night, Wild Country.
Goodbye. No.